Hey guys, if you're worried about artificial intelligence taking over photography, then you better be worried about it taking over the world. Yes, over the last several months, even years, there has been a massive upsurge in the amount of artificial intelligence that's used in photography, or more accurately, in art and illustration. Well, what is artificial intelligence? In a nutshell, it's basically the ability of a machine to mimic human behaviors through repetition or training. Basically, it takes the human behaviors or the human actions we do out of the equation and does them for us. And that's the key point, it does them for us. Look, artificial intelligence, when it comes to art and illustration, can produce amazing artworks, all based on imagery of the imagination, but the imagination of human input into the machine that produces them. I mean, some of these are really highly fantastical images of places that we will never ever see or maybe never even visualize. But in a lot of cases, artificial intelligence can also produce highly realistic portraits or human imagery that can trick the eye. So that raises a question, how could we possibly trust a photo with artificial intelligence being involved? Well, I'll flip that around and say, how can you trust a photo now? I mean, the bottom line is that we're using artificial intelligence in so many aspects of life now that we may not even realize it. When it comes to the advent of self-driving cars, self-driving pizza delivery boxes, all of those sort of things, artificial intelligence is making its way into our lives. It's right here in your phone, and some of your favorite messaging apps features artificial intelligence, or in other cases, augmented reality. So it is part and parcel of our day-to-day lives. And when it comes to trusting a photo, I mean, Photoshop has been around for years. Photographers have been compositing, have been dodging and burning since the daylight hours even first began. And so as to whether or not you can trust a photo, well, all you can trust are your own senses. And you can sense when something's not right, you can feel when something's not right, or you can choose to believe, or you can choose to invest right into it, regardless of the presence or otherwise of artificial intelligence. I mean, if you think about artificial intelligence in photo editing, we use it in so many of our photo editing suites already. You take the likes of Adobe Sensei, you look at neural filters that are cropping up in all sorts of places. They have amazing advantages in terms of streamlining our workflow, in terms of selecting a subject in one photo, or selecting the sky or the background or objects, whichever you want to do, and then applying that through AI, artificial intelligence, to other photos in the series. It replaces a whole lot of that select subject type masking that you may once have done. You can now do it in one click of a button and a cup of tea, and you're sorted. And so that brings me back to the original question, will artificial intelligence replace photographers? And this is just my thoughts on it, and I hope they might line up with what you think as well. If they don't, do let me know below what your thoughts are. Are you genuinely worried about artificial intelligence and the impact on your art, on your output as a photographer? Well, here's how I sum it up. Now, if you take the example of the highly realistic human portraits, remember, they're photos of nobody. So unless somebody wants photos of nobody from you, then AI is not the photographer for them. And remember, most importantly, that artificial intelligence is the accumulation of millions of data points, even millions of humans. It's a conglomeration of information conceived by the sum of many, whereas the art or the photography that you produce is the sum of just one body. That's you. Bye.